This is my capstone poster for the completion of my Bachelor of Education. The topic that I chose to research was using classroom management to build a classroom community. An important piece of classroom management, as agreed upon by both of the sources that I chose to use for this research, was that classroom management is not simply management of student behavior, but is rather the key to building classroom community. There are some overlaps between successful classroom management as well as successful classroom community. Some for the successful classroom management include motivating students, outlining explicit rules and expected behaviors. This means your day-to-day behaviors and expectations, as well as expectations when you are guests, when you have guests, when you're in other spaces outside of the classroom, whether that be within the school or externally within your community. Communicating expectations in a positive manner is also very important, going back again to those explicit outlines and rules. Benefiting the classroom positively, successful classroom management benefits the classroom positively. A successful classroom community is based on leadership. We see this in directly correlates with the motivation piece here, as well as motivation in general. This is motivation of students as well as the educator within the classroom. Rules and behavior management, again, go hand in hand with the explicit rules and expected behaviors for a variety of in-class and out-of-class expectations. Communicating not only those expectations as we see with successful classroom management, but also communicating with student peer-to-peer interactions, student to educator interactions, as well as guardian interactions within the classroom towards the educator as well as the student. It's important that that has open channels of communication, and that again, all of those explicit rules and expected behaviors are understood by all parties who are involved in that classroom. As the teacher, instructional planning definitely helps to build that successful classroom community. Knowing, again, what explicit rules and behaviors are expected, as well as communicating your expectations of specifically assignments, etc., to your students. The two that I chose to use were Havarasi and Watson. So between the two articles, they talked a lot about steps for building a successful community classroom, or classroom community, pardon. And these are the three that kind of came to the forefront of my understanding of what it means to have a successful classroom community. I quite enjoy literature, and so literature-based English language arts to stimulate student enjoyment of reading. It is my belief that you read to read, and as long as you're reading, that's what's important. Going back to the motivation piece, allowing students to read free choice books or literature-based English language arts is definitely giving them more motivation to be able to stimulate that enjoyment of reading. A cooperative approach to learning in a fair, caring, and responsible environment, again, goes hand in hand here again with those explicit rules and behaviors. The caring and responsible environment, again, that expectation of behavior management, as well as the communication between all parties that are involved within that classroom. And third step, developmental discipline focused on building caring and trusting relationships among students and teachers. There does not need to be discipline as we think of it. It just needs to be benefits and communicates those expectations clearly and what the outcomes of those expectations are if they are not followed. So yes, that is, again, that classroom management is not simply management of student behavior, but rather the key to building classroom community. Thank you.